Hello and welcome back to the field office. Today I am going to look at these. These are my Crockett & Jones Islay boots that you have seen in Skyfall towards the end of the film, where Bond and M have retreated to Scotland to prepare for Silver's arrival. Bond wears this with a Barber coat, which I've previously reviewed, the revised Commander jacket, now known as the Beacon Heritage jacket. He also wears an N-Peel Oxford round neck sweater, as well as trousers and a top from All Saints. Previously I've reviewed these boots from Tailors with Love, and as part of that report I took some photos of these boots when I was wearing them in the mud. Peter Brooker, that is, posted them on his social media, and Crockett & Jones actually posted that photo as these were Pete's boots in the mud. So these boots appeared twice, one from my account and one from Pete's account on the Crockett & Jones website. If you look at these boots as part of their social media, as part of the made to be worn hashtag. So funnily enough, these boots appear twice as part of that category. Now I've purchased these in 2014, so these are 11 years old now, and I've had nothing done to them other than the laces changed a few times, and obviously I regularly maintain them, the boots, by polishing them, and I wear them out most often in muddy situations where I have to go sort of walking across the fields and so on, going out with my wife and my son to those sort of things. But I also wear them more casually, less dressed down outfits. And these, the design of these boots are a particular favourite of both my wife and my mother-in-law. So they love these boots. They are a dark brown, and you can see the Scotch grain in them. Now these really comfortable boots, especially for doing things like hiking, going cross country. Really comfortable, and I've used these so often. But I think they maintain to be a favourite footwear for those type of exercises where you're going out, sort of adventuring, when you're going across fields, when you're doing things with the kids, etc. You're less likely to do them with your tech bris, your high bris, especially the Alex as well. Now, as you can, I'm going to show you now. I haven't had anything, like I say, I haven't had anything done except for the laces change when they've worn out. As you can see here, the sole of these are giving out. So what I have to do now really is get the sole replaced on these boots. So this is going to be sort of a part one video, and what I'm going to do is, within the next few weeks, month or so, is either take these in to a Crockett & Jones shop so that they get sent off to be repaired, mail them to the factory, or actually visit the factory themselves and hand them over for resoling. Because essentially, and if you look on the bottom of these aren't the cleanest, but you can see it's really wearing thin in the middle bit here, where obviously most of my tread goes onto the middle part of the boot. That was the right boot. The left boot, again, not quite as bad as the right, but the left is definitely beginning to give up at the front and very worn out here on the reverse. So definitely going to get them resoled. I've only had one pair resoled previously, and that's the Highbury shoes, which I wear most of all with my suits and things, and that's why that gave up. But that was quite a few years ago, so that one worn out quite quickly in comparison to the others. So this is only the second pair of boots or shoes from Crockett and Jones where the sole has worn out and I need to replace it in a space of, well, these are 11 years old. The Highbury and the Tetbury are older. The Tetbury are probably 13, 14 years old, and I still haven't replaced the sole on those yet. However, I think that is close to being required. But with the Isleys, I think I am going to have to get the sole replaced. It's obvious on the right one that if I go through a puddle or something, that's going to take on water. Prior to the sole not coming apart on this, they were very watertight. I have had them up to probably the ankle and them not taking on water, which surprised me. But they are such a good work boot, if that makes sense. They are. I've used them for multiple different cross-country adventures, paintballing, hiking, just going through the fields, etc. And they're comfortable, hard-working, hard-wearing, and most of all, they look really good in that situation. They look really good at a casual dress-down event. They just look really, really good overall. I do try to keep them well maintained, like I said, polishing them every so often. Obviously, these get muddier than the others, so they do need a lot more work to them to get the mud off properly before then you're properly applying all the things that you need to the boots. But yeah, and obviously in the box you get the boot bags as standard, and the shoe trees, which you don't get as standard, but obviously I put them in especially as soon as possible after I've been out in wet conditions, because it draws the moisture out of the boots and keeps them fresh as well, which is the other thing. They don't smell of foot odor or anything like that, because the shoe trees sort of pull all of that away from them. These are fantastic boots. They are really great boots, and I couldn't recommend them more highly for the type of things that I've just previously mentioned: the hiking, going across fields, muddy sort of situations, just general sort of walking about in. So comfortable, very stylish. I think they're very elegant as a boot. I do like the broguing. These are the only pair of boots that I have, or shoes that I have, that have broguing to them, but really nice. Really nice feature. So yeah, like I said, part one, very good boots, but I'll show you them again once they come back from Crockett and Jones, so you can see what they look like after they've been resold. Hopefully something of use there. And come back for part two when that comes. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you later.